Hi, welcome back. Today is my August wrap-up. So when I was going through all the books that I actually read in August, I thought I had a really awesome August. Not so much. I guess the last 2 weeks of August were where I was getting really hyped about how I was doing. But hey, I'm still riding that feeling and starting off September strong. We're only a week into September and I'm a book and a half done, so I think I'm doing good for September so far. Anyway, back to August. So let's start off with what I just decided to completely not finish. To Kill a Mockingbird. Just completely DNF'd it. I don't know why. I just could not bring myself to read that book. It was almost as though it was putting me back into high school, where I didn't read it then either. Just could not read that one. So there's that. And then for ones that I finally was able to pick up and get going is I started the Reservoir Chronicles. This is obviously the first 3 books of the manga series. So I was able to get through the first book and just started the second book of that. So I love it. I'm so excited for that. And then once again, for some reason, I have failed to finish Malice. I am halfway through the book and I just, for whatever reason, just could not finish it. I don't know. I'm really enjoying it. I'm about 50-50 on the characters that I love and hate, but I'm fairly certain I'm supposed to love and hate those characters, so that's good. I am really enjoying the story and the world building. I don't know if it's just so expansive that it's taking me a moment, but once again, I will finish this book. I am enjoying this book. It is a good book. From what I did finish, That Escalated Quickly by Francesca Ramsey. This was our neighborhood book club pick. It was quick, it was easy. I thoroughly enjoyed this book. I know it was about 50-50 with the group. I think everyone enjoyed reading it. I believe there was a generational gap between the writer and the reader, so I think that made it a little tough. I thoroughly enjoyed this book. So in this book, we hear her story about going viral and getting the platform that she currently has. So it is a lot of stories about her dealing with the trolls that she faced online and about becoming an activist and some of the things that she faced doing that. And it was just such an interesting read to see the hate that she has received on all sides of the spectrum and seeing how she's previously dealt with everything and how she's now come to deal with it all. But it was a very good read in the sense that, as me, someone trying to make something off of YouTube, understanding that in the future, potentially, if this actually does go somewhere, I may deal with some hate. And then also, it was really helpful also in the sense that there is just certain language that even I had been using up until now that I was like, oh wait, I really shouldn't be saying things in that way. Why am I saying it that way? And it was just such a great read. I really enjoyed it. I got a lot of use out of this book, so I really enjoyed it. And then the last book, which wasn't even on my TBR, but I threw it in there anyway, because I had found the Literally Dead book club and already put this in my book of the month box. I ended up picking it up and reading it for the last few days of August, and that was Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. I really like this book. I gave this book 4 stars. So it's about a girl whose father wrote the biggest haunting story ever. So like, think Amityville Horror. And so she has lived her whole life in the shadow of that book. And so now she's dealing with the current death of her father, dealing with having to live just in the shadow of this book, thinking that the entire thing is a lie because she can't remember any of it. And then finding out that he kept the house the whole time. So now she has to go back and figure out what she's going to do with this house. So it's just, there are so many twists and turns in this book, and I really liked it because it's a thriller, but it's paranormal. But is it paranormal or is it just a thriller? So I really loved that aspect of it. I really enjoyed that it's kind of a book within a book. So it's going from her current dealing in life to like chapters from the book that her father wrote. I don't want to give too much away because there are a lot of there's a lot of twists and turns in this book, especially the ending. Oh my goodness. So I really enjoyed that book. I gave that one 4 stars. This is the second Riley Sager book that I've actually read. The first one I read was Final Girls, and I really enjoyed that. So I cannot wait. I know there are 2 other books out there, and so I can't wait to get my hands on those. So that is really it for my August wrap up. I know, short and sweet, but with the way my September is going, which is reading wise very good, book wise not so great. Oh gosh, started with a 2-star book, but that's okay because I'm gonna keep going, and I'm excited for all the other books that I'm in. It's September, it's fall, we're moving into Halloween. I'm excited. I got to change my wax melts from the warm fruity summer flavors to pumpkin spice, which I don't care how basic that sounds because I am basic AF. Yes, I am in it for spooky season. I've got a lot of really good spooky books coming up that I'm excited about, and I can't wait for October. I know I gotta get through September, but October, it's gonna be great. That was my August wrap up, short and sweet, and thank you for watching, and hope to see you again. Bye!